How you know? How you feeling?
Good, man. I mean, honestly, for me, I actually think that Ancient has become basically the most fun map in the pool. It's puggy, it's quick, it's at least one of those where it can be a little wild. Poor Miltsy, by the way, the stand-in being sent into the gauntlet that is Cave. Poor kid, he's like, right, die for the team here, and it didn't even get traded, so it was all for nothing.
Yeah, just fed to the dualies on the other side. They will get a kill, and Sierra's going to be taken down with SDY, so suddenly it is a 2 versus 4, and things looking a bit tough at the moment here for ENCE, trying to get back into it and do like the hunt from Christo, just really making sure the bomb will go down, so that's a bit of a funky twist in the round. There is actually a way for Glaive to do this again. Experience and all that. We'll see if he's going to be fresh for it here. Oh, they're all just running him down. No respect from the young Danes, taking down their own countrymen there. But yeah, nuts with the final kill. There are some funny grenades you can throw on this map that I don't think a lot of you have tried yet. So you know, if you guys are out there and you want to learn some truly wacky grenades, there's an opportunity there. So some of the positions are actually used quite a bit. So we'll see how this is. Speaking about grenades, the route that TMB just used, obviously, I'd be curious to see if the Brolan Molotov has made its way onto ENCE yet, if they're going to be trying to stop somebody from making that run. But obviously not in this round, because all they really have are pistols here. As Glaive will go down, and it will be a 4-on-5 to start the round. Well, actually, 4-on-4. Hold on. TMB dies next.
Yeah. There's at least a bit of a trade going through, and
seems like they still want to go for the B bomb side. It went down to about 24 seconds, so getting a little bit nervous about ENCE here. I think one mistake now, and they're probably in some trouble. SDY doing the best that he can to really sell the idea that he's over by that that donut position, and actually it's been working. Christo goes down. That's a problem.
Yeah, Milty's done really well here. Second kill, bomb goes down, rifle scooped up for Poddy, and Poddy's going to make it work. Looking for another as well. Messy spray to Syrah, trying to recover off the back of the flash, and will. We're now into a 3 versus 3 post-spawn. Syrah is dead, and it's all down to one man. Not needed both, but he can't get it. ENCE have walked away with a basically nothing round.
Is it the A bomb side or is it B? And you can see when you're falling a little bit asleep over at the B bomb side, you end up in a position where you just get killed really early on, and suddenly the round is out of control. So a bit of a shame. Nice mid-control protocol coming in here for ENCE. They are ready to try and see if they can just jump right back in, and it comes on the back of that pause. TMP might be dead to the grenade. Can't believe it. He's down to 1 health. But regardless, it's mid-control for the T's, and oh, the grenade, it very nearly catches TMB. I can't believe inside of the B bomb site. That was very close. Poddy goes down, and it is a 4-on-5 technically.
Yeah, but Christo will get caught. This round's feeling like it's slipping away already from Ecstatic. Boost to come through here. Now information gained, and there's no need to peek ramp. Not tucked in towards that donut position. As long as they play a bit of a trade here, a 2-for-1 special, it should be fine. Molotov goes down. And now not in a bit of a predicament. I don't even know how he gets out of there, and he can't. SDY makes sure of that. This round should be up and wraps. TMB is 1 point of HP, so Adelaide has got to do a lot of heavy lifting. Yeah,
and it's, I mean, just doesn't feel possible, does it? Better to leave it alone. In spite of the 2v3. If that, I mean, the good thing about that is if that works, they can keep doing it, right? If they know they're going to win the fights, then why rush and why do all these elaborate things? Why not just say, well, park ourselves towards mid and outside of B. If they come look for us, we're going to win that fight. And if they don't, we're just going to slowly get onto the bomb sites.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't really seen anyone truly impress me. I mean, it doesn't mean it can't be done, but definitely feel like there's something still missing. But we'll find out. It's going to be not going down at the beginning. I like the idea, you know, trying to get in there, but unfortunately, SDY was a little bit too ready this time. 50 seconds. In some sense, from like a viewership point of view, maybe not the most exciting way to watch Counter-Strike, but I don't think Glaive's playing for that, right? He's playing to just win the game, and that's kind of working out right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like Ecstatic, how did they get back into this one right now? Sanlele heading out in the middle. If he goes down, he does shoot SDY in the back, and still Poddy is here. The rest of the B bomb side though is lost. There's going to be a bomb plant happening in a very tough retake potentially.
And there's arguably even a question of do we even give this retake a go, right? I know it's a 3 versus 3, but I know it's 3 versus 3. We've got kits, we've not got utility, and we've actually got no information about what this post plant's even looking like. So this bomb starts to tick. I'm starting to feel like it's feeling like exit frags. I mean, I say that, we are wrapping it towards long, and TMB's going to go down. So will Anna, and so will Christo. So a retake that was absolutely worthless. That is a lot for, what, 17 years old?
That is so crazy.
A lot of hours. A lot of hours.
That can't be real,
Credit
can
to
it?
him. Credit to him. Yeah, this, again, is a really weird spot, though, that we're in. Oh, Christian. Gotta hit a couple here. Good for the first. Gets out. I like this. Get your kill and dip away. You don't need to stick around. You've got the support. And a double flash as well to try and slow down in towards Donut. Bomb will go down nonetheless.
And also, you can see the playbook here, right, for ENCE. It's been slow and slow and slow, and then they throw the same utility for mid and B control, and then they go for the A-bomb side instead. So just... And that was very fast, right? So the sort of the odd, you know, change of pace can be very hard to handle. Honestly, great job getting the early kill with the AWP, because you could easily get overrun and overlooked in that position. So we'll see how this one plays out. Is A2 up close, going to get flashed around the corner. Oh, they're so blind! A big double for the Frenchman. Make it a triple, because why not at the end of the day? Christou's going to be going down, and Nuts Nut will fall last. So... Honestly, the start of the round's actually not that bad for Ecstatic. Like, they do a decent enough job, but again, ENCE are just, they're too powerful right now, and that flashbang into the back cave is pretty deadly.
You know, I feel like I'm pretty ear to the ground in terms of up-and-coming talent. I feel like I know what's going on, but ENCE Academy are, I think, a little bit too out of my reach. I never get to see these guys. They very rarely play online tournaments that I'm not even just like a part of, but even like watching, so I don't get to see them all too often. So this is a good sign for this kid to make his name known. SDY, relentless as he comes through elbow. Good for one, but out by Zero.
Yeah, I mean, SDY got pretty flashed there, but it looked like he was about to do it. Great grenade onto Lele, and he's going to be going down. It's Glaive just making double, triple sure that he was dead in that corner, really. 4 versus 3. Nice flank here coming in from TMB. Would have been sick if you'd have found another couple of kills there, but Natu's now on the flank. Oh, they don't know about this. He might overlook this. He's heard the step away. Yeah, he's not going to be ready for Zero. He was hearing the footsteps, so he's obviously going to be looking for that. And there's no idea. It's actually pretty good thinking from Zero, but Glaive is still somewhere in the back line, wrecking them. And now it's just up to Zero in a 1 versus 2. His webcam's fallen over for some reason. That looks funny. He'll fix it later, okay?
I feel like the admin might, admin post round be like, you know, whether he wins or loses, like, nice try. By the way, fix your camera.
Yeah, exactly.
However, this feels like it will be a nice try. I can't see the world in which he gets this. Too tough, surely. And will he actually even get out? Are they going to hunt? They do hunt, and he does thankfully get a bit of space to breathe, and he can stay alive as long as he crosses red room, which he can. That'll be that. So, AK kept afloat, even though, you know, in some ways the unranked thing actually is a bit of a benefit. It means you can test things. It means you can be a little bit free. Glaive, double entry as he flies up towards Shelf, and Nut and Zero just caught back turned.
Yeah, and you know what? Something in that default for Ecstatic here was definitely missing, right? They have 2 people in middle and 2 people in the cave towards B. It's not supposed to be the case that someone can just run in and shoot the players in the middle and the back like that. So, you know, what's the purpose otherwise of having the 2 people in that B cave if you can't stop what Glaive just did? I mean, he got another kill in the middle.
This is a brutal display, unfortunately, from Ecstatic. We are just not seeing enough. Nice shot from Body as well. He's not had too many moments, Body, but again, AWPing on the T side is pretty uncomfortable at the best of times. So I don't even blame him that much. But he gets them. He does try and take them. SDY going to get caught by Zero, who wants to reaggress. And, you know, say what you want about this Ecstatic side, but Zero's at least desperately trying to keep them in these fights. He is desperately trying to trade and play up in the thick of it. The only unfortunate thing is that it's still just not good enough. Down to 2 already, and this should be a 10-2 half.
They are, yeah, they've completely crumbled here. ENCE just also came in with a really strong game plan. And obviously, in terms of just the overall atmosphere on the team, Natu pretty much farming it up, but Miltsy maybe the surprise so far. He's just rolled in here, straight from the academy team. Taking over X Kaspersky and doing a very good job. TMB and NLA, I don't know what they could do here. Not a lot to work with. No kit. He will pick up an AK trying to get back into the bomb site, but you can kind of already tell this is going to be very unlikely. Miltsy will go down, and a nice shot from NLA coming in. Good timing, taking down Glaive. Body smoked off. Oh, it's a bit awkward now, actually. We'll have to try and see if we can flash this way through. Again, it's a 10-second defuse. Great flashbang and a great Tech-9 kill to shut down that defuse and make it that 10-2 half. My God. That's got to be a thing here. Harder to do than it seems, you know. You end up thinking about, like, oh no, we're so far behind and blah, blah, blah. But obviously, Ecstatic, they have played a lot of games. I'm sure they know how this plays out. So win the pistol to start with, and then take it from there. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that. STY's already dropped a bit low, and now they're progressing onto that B bomb site, getting closer all the time. 45 seconds, they're going to pull the trigger, throw in a couple of flashbangs for good measure, and see if they can get into the site itself. But Glaive will have a headshot. It's going to slow them down, and that bomb is not being planted yet. You could see they're thinking about it, but they're not sure if they have the control for it. Finally, they get another kill in here, and Natu shows up with a headshot, taking down Nut Nut. It's suddenly a 2 versus 3. And there is a kit as well on Glaive, so they have a little bit more time. Smoke goes up. Nice shot with the Glock. That's actually pretty impressive. Suddenly it's a 2 versus 2, and TMB crouching out through the smoke. Another headshot rings through, and the Danes have found a way to do it. Sanlele with 3 kills, TMB with 2, and a very close pistol round. And I don't know. It's not a big problem that TMB is taking the damage yet, but you got to be careful, right? Like, a little bit more chip damage away, and suddenly the whole team gets slowed down. It looks like it will be another B execute. So we got the smokes up, the Molotov. TMB's died on the other side of the map, and the question is now, can they get that bomb plant down quickly? They kind of need to do something here.
Swing and a miss from Glaive. Not. Double checking in, make sure nobody tucked into any corners. That bomb will go down. There's part of me that's starting to say, do we just save what we've got here, ENCE? Do we keep hold of it? No, maybe not. Analele gets caught, so why not? Okay, in hand to A2, he single-handedly can take over rounds, so why not give this a go? Generally, if he hadn't got that kill and time would have ticked a little bit further, I would be talking about, let's just go for a save here. But they've actually wrapped so close in here on this post bomb. Why not give it a go? Tapping away, Nut Nut's in trouble. Nut Nut's dead, and a flying Mac 10. Tap on towards the bomb, but it's Natu that need to get on it, not SDY. So another flying Mac 10 kill. Christy will fall, so will Syrah, and that is a force buy conversion right at the wire. They get Natu with the kill on the bomb, and it's so well done. I mean, it just continues to go from strength to strength, and even with a standard, it seems to get better. I mean, Multi's 14-6, so the standard's looking very comfortable, and this is probably actually a lot of credit, in particular, to Glaive and to NKJ. They've slotted them in towards the system and not made them look out of place at all, which is a very good thing to see. And it's moments like that, which is why I keep singing Syrah's praises. What a shot.
Yeah, we need to see more of that, definitely. He's had a bit of a quiet game so far. He will go down, but they're going to be picking up the kill onto Nade 2 to follow it up. So still, maybe not too bad here. 4 versus 3. Bomb going down rather quickly. And then Lele just waiting for anybody to show up here. It's a good angle, this one, because obviously the CTs very often, they'll try and flash their way out, and they have to sort of make that awkward drop down out of the cave, and if you catch them at the right time, you pretty much be sure that you can get that kill. Smoke goes down again. That's pretty dangerous. ENCE, oh, what a Molotov to throw, or incendiary, I should say. Forces him out into the open, but that's a sick grenade to know. Absolutely counters that position. I'm sure we're going to see that more in the future, and it's going to be Glaive alone. He's run out of time anyway. Nut Nut will take him down, and it will be another round for Ecstatic.
Off to 5. Sure, it's good to see Ecstatic pick up a little bit of form, but so much more has to be done to get in towards this game. I don't know if this is going to be a possibility. Syrah, he's going to make his way in towards mid. We've seen SDY do fantastic work doing exactly this. Syrah says, I can also add to it, finding SDY specifically. They to a trade, though.
He was holding that corner, but actually through the smoke. So kind of crazy that he's able to just get that kill as quick as he was. Also interesting to see Syrah not using a Molotov to clear that corner, but clearing it the old-fashioned way, as it were. Glaive, oh, they walked right in. They forgot about the fact that there's another angle there. They were so happy to try and get onto the bomb site, and they run straight into the MP9. It's Chris2 and Nut Nut left here. 2 versus 3, but it's kind of a winnable round. Glaive, though, is making a lot of moves for someone who's low on health, and that could be enough to win the round here. I think, yeah, the Glaive's going to be shooting Nut Nut in the back. No bomb plan allowed for, and it's going to be Natu to take down Chris2 for a bit of rhyme at the end. It's ENCE to pick up the map on Ancient.
Beautiful work, actually. I mean, it's just such a simple display there.
There is another smoke as well for the cross. Always a good thing to check, but so I'm assuming there's going to be just an all-out long execute with A couple of players maybe in the middle to try and do something here. Sierra is kind of close. Ooh, Natu. He's surely dead, and he will be. See if they can set up this flash to try and get through. It's a great flashbang, but there's no real follow-up. I don't think they were 100% committed to that. Miltzy's going to go down to Nut, and suddenly it's a 5 versus 3, and things are shaping up pretty well for Ecstatic.
Tapping away. B250. Oh, Christu will find SDY, and he's looking for more as well. So just tapping through that smoke. I don't really know how this retake's even going to find any sort of a foothold. You've got this one, lurking player in towards lower, which is feeling nearly impossible to clear. Glaive, his steps would have been heard as well. So what do you actually even do? This round is done. You're playing for exits, and even that might be hard to come by. Nut wants to fight, and he will. Pody gets caught. Glaive might also follow as well. Not an easy fight for him. He's getting caught in 2 behinds as well. And TMBC's up. It's a flawless pistol round to come through. Not even a point of damage, Anders. That's the way Ecstatic wants to start.
Try and look at the players on the CT side and actually figure out, like, how forward are they to get any information whatsoever. Like, very often those two, the most forward player is going to be someone playing the drop on catwalk. So, like, at the A bomb side, they're going to be looking, like, down towards short, but they don't really know anything. They're just there to kind of, like, say, oh, we've lost catwalk when the Molotov comes through, right? You're so starved for information, and it is what it is. Like, you don't have to play that way, but a lot of teams end up that way. Nice kill from Miltzy, all things considered. He was fairly flashed there, trying to get the job done. Glaive in the pit as well. He's got some backup here, but the backup is dead already. Poddy goes down, and now it's just Glaive with his smoke trying to put out the Molotov here. It's actually a pretty decent angle, but he is in a little bit of trouble. SDY nearly gets there, trying to flash Glaive in for a kill, and another Molotov lands, so got to be careful here, but at least they got the men advantage.
Yeah, that's at least something to work with. Look at the HP as well. Glaive is barely alive, but Christu's in that position where he's sort of one bullet headshot. Needs to be very careful. One spot in towards mid. The fight got to be taken, especially because you can get isolated like this. Natu swing, Nut will fall. I don't know what Christu even can do here, if I'm being completely honest. 1 versus 3, and he just has no information. He knows he's a long player. He knows there's a B player somewhere, window or door, and he will go down. So it was an impossible task. There was no way he was going to be able to make that one stick. And
I guess the rest of the team just follow up. They just join this this little caravan going out towards that A-long position. Again, it's a bit counterintuitive if you're watching a lot of the map, but on Dust 2, it's actually fine to get boxed in on long on the T side. Like, people just do it all the time, and it has a pretty high success rate. Nice trade on the Glaive. That's really important that they got that kill, and they're just following up. I like this from Ecstatic. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just, throw the smokes, put the bomb in the bomb side, put the bomb in the bag. Ecstatic. Let's go.
Put the bomb in the bag. Yeah, play simple, and it's working. Probably going to find another Lele on that trade, but even still, this is a tough 3 versus 3, actually 4 ends on this retake. This first fight could be very important. I think is also massive. Sura, I think, overextends there. He did not need to fight.
What?
The fact that he does change things. Christu failed the previous clutch. This time has given themselves a bit of a chance, though. 1 versus 2, but Christu is so low, and Nut's taking damage.
Yeah, but unconfirmed by Poddy. I think he hit that shot while he was jumping on the other side. It's wild. But at the end of the day, it's just not really worth going for. He's already a bit low on health, so we'll save the M4.
If they'd had even just one more save, they might have been able to tempt the notion about a buyback in, but I don't think it's worthwhile here. So upgrade pistol is what we've got to work with, and that is really about it. So Ecstatic should make it a 4-1 start, which is pretty good. Teaser Dust 2 really rocking and rolling nice and early here. 5-7 of SDY up close. This could be spicy. Natu wants to sort of bait them in, and it's working! SDY does so well for 2. Natu gets one with the pistol as well. How are we losing to this sort of round? Surely not.
Sirius got a chance here for a pretty easy kill against the USP. Might clear things up a little bit, but again, it's another point in favor of the 5-7. Poddy, he wanted to get that fight, and I can understand why, but unfortunately, it's given a big out right now for Ecstatic. 2 versus 2. Couple of AKs actually now are picked up on the CT side, and SDY does have a bit of armor too. They're going to be pushing in. They want to hunt him down, and they will. Sierra trying to shoot them in the back, but he was not quite in position for it. And now it's an all-headshot fight here. He's going to be so careful. One slip up, one bullet connects here, and the round's going to be over. It'll be a long spray, but it will be. ENCE to pick up the round. If you're going to be playing this, play some defensive AWPing. Like try to just be a danger in all the rounds and play that way. But I do see a lot of sort of players that are trying to break out with the AWP, and they end up way overcooking it. And they're trying to do like crazy flicks and all the rest of it. So, you know, I'd be happy for Potty just to be an efficient AWP, because they got so many other flashing players that they can sort of throw onto the battlefield, and that's going to be, you know, that's good enough. Like, you don't, not every game has to be won with crazy AWP flicks. Like, the rifles can do a lot too, you know.
Also, as well, I think for Potty, and it's something we actually did get to see on ladder at least, it was that when things were going bad for him, he actually really gets in his own head. You could see him actually just quite literally just tilting right in front of us, and it was, you know, potentially a little problematic. Had a nice round here though, a couple of kills to his name, might even potentially be in for the chance of a third too.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking, once again, fairly convincing, I would say. ENCE not looking stressed, happy to take the fights, and again, I think their belief in their own abilities right now is at an all-time high. They all look like they are really not scared of Ecstatic, and obviously that's a, I was going to say it would be fun to see a bit of a, you know, change of pace for Ecstatic, but the AWP almost signals that that's not going to happen. Oh, look at this setup here. If he stayed scoped, he might have been able to get that kill. He still does a lot of damage. Interesting position, especially because he's alone there. I would have expected for there to be somebody else in the middle with him, even if they're not on the catwalk, just somewhere in the middle. Sierra to try and open it up, but the Molotov is burning him quite a bit, and he just barely makes it through, at least for now. Deagle's trying to hunt him down, and he's just got it. Pins him to the wall with the Deagle. Nut, though, is going to be opening up on Natu, and suddenly there's a bit of an opening here.
Weird. Where we're at. Not. Molotov will bank round. It will force out a fight that Potty didn't really want to take as well. So he has to go back through the flames. Bit weird here, but Chris2 going to get caught. TMB gets this bomb down, but retaking B-site. B-site Dust 2 is statistically the hardest site to retake. A lot of teams don't even want to give this a go, and it doesn't help when you've got a flank like this lining up. Benalele could have had both. He only gets one, but he at least distracts them for a brief moment as they line up for TMB. Good round for Ecstatic, and that's one that we can be happy about.
Still some money, and even if they lose this round, ENCE, they have more money even to follow it up. Double AWP, one of them on SDY, so could be an interesting round, this one. Smoke for long. Not that they are actually rushing the long position, but they are at least trying to make sure that ENCE are going to be using a lot of utility to counter. So actually, when it's all said and done, they're just going to walk right out. That's pretty bold. TMB is going to be going down. Nice timing of the flash as well. Miltsy, I think, still really showing himself to be a strong player here. Pretty good, you know, for someone we weren't expecting, obviously. Kaspersky is normally the player that we're going to be watching here, but he's been doing a fine job. Potty goes down. Miltsy, though, continuing his reign of terror out on long. It's 3 kills for him right now with that M4A1.
That is it. He said, I really like what I've been seeing, actually, from the Academy stand-in. He's actually been looking super solid. 10 and 5, he finds himself, and he might have just more lined up as well. It'll bank over. Could do a bit of damage here. We'll do just a little bit. Now they're going to barrel in towards short. It's going to be interesting. That flashbang is so good from Potty. Actually, no, it can't be from Potty. He's dead. He just got the assist. I'm assuming maybe SDY was already through it, but flying in towards that fight, it could be done and dusted here. And it is. Chris2 will fall. Went through that flashbang in towards short. Did a lot of good work. And it gave Natu a complete freebie.
Yeah, that would... Love to see that on replay, because you're right, that made a huge difference. I don't know, more than anything, again, like I said in the pre-game, the issue is like it just feels like the individual sort of difference here between Ecstatic and ENCE is just too big right now.
Yeah.
Like the hope, I think, oh, that's a very nice lineup though. I like that from Sierra. Bit of killer instinct. Try to disrespect them. Get out here and really fight them. Although they are being flanked by Glaive. I don't know how he's got here so quickly, but he has. So this could be actually a heartbreaking end to the round, because he is slowly walking up. But it's still going to be quicker than anyone expects. Like, nobody from Ecstatic really should be watching this. Oh, Chris2! Just in the nick of time. That is a crazy coincidence.
That's a great shot. It really is. And now what? TMB trying to wrap in here. He's been spotted out. It's such a good angle until he gets spotted. At least gets one before he falls. But I don't even think really ENCE can give this a go regardless. So he's just trying to make it a bit expensive. He does. And that will be that. Molotov down as well, just to confirm it.
Yeah, I mean, they should have no business retaking this, right? Obviously, they're going to go for it being round number 12, but, yeah, nice shot. Okay, they get warmed up a little bit towards the end. Looks like I'm playing Wolfenstein. Like, what's going?
Or like Doom, I guess. Yeah, is the other one.
Doom, yeah. For depending on how old you are, it's going to be one or the other. I guess he's waiting for the smoke to try and body block it. Timing. Oh, can he get it? Oh, it's a slow one. Yeah, push that smoke out of the way. Grenade to go over. That's actually really good. And even if they got the entry kill here, it's SDY trying to get a bit closer. But there's a burst shot. Did I just see a burst with a Glock? What are you doing, SDY? Have some respect for them. Don't just try and use the burst Glock. That is disrespectful. Zero's going to get a kill on Glaive. And after all of that, it's a 3 versus 3 in the afterplant here. TMB. Oh, it's another jumping shot. All right, that's even more disrespectful than the burst fire. I like to see it. And Zero's going to find that last kill. A quad for him in the pistol. And another pistol for Ecstatic. And then let's see if they're going to actually put anyone out middle. Maybe Glaive will just hang around there to try and lurk his way through. But already out long as well. And Lele is making his way there. Glaive is trying to set up something. But he's going to get interrupted in that. So yeah, oh man, that's brutal. You're going to be pushed. You know they're coming. You absolutely know. I think this round is basically dead. That's crazy.
I think you're right. SDY going to find another Lele. They are running to and fro here. One could get caught in towards mid, and especially with focus over towards short. That does leave TMB potentially in a problematic spot. Time running out. 15 seconds. We've got to move. But they got Christu here with MP9 of his own to try and keep them at bay. MP9's going to get to. What a wild and weird round. And you can just see Ecstatic getting pulled all over the place.
TMB trying to land anything through the smoke. But I mean, ENCE back to playing the slow game that we know that they definitely can play. 30 seconds. And eventually going to try and get back onto that B-bomb site. Down through the middle. Oh, flashbang is absolutely lethal and takes down Syrup. A bit of a flank coming in, but again, probably shouldn't make a difference here. Alone to the back of the bomb site is Nut. Now that he's dead, the bomb punch should be coming through. Oh, wait a minute. They actually find Glaive in the middle. What is happening? What a weird round. SDY. He's got 8 seconds here. 1 versus 2. The only thing is they are kind of low on health. Oh, it doesn't matter. Christu takes him down. I can't believe it. There's no reason. I said that in the previous round too, so I'm repeating myself, but there's no reason why ENCE should lose this round.
Ecstatic are kept afloat, and you can see again the knock-on effect over towards ENCE. Look at the money. 1 AK is what they got to work with, and a Khalil.
Pretty good angle there. Does a bit of damage. Gotta be careful. There is that nade to AK on the other side, even if he's been softened up a bit already. Ooh, grenade, and then TMB will find him. Let's start. The truth is, obviously, even though it feels like it's unlikely, Ecstatic could go on a bit of a run here. There's really no money left on ENCE, so if Ecstatic win this round and power on through, like, they might have a bit of runway to maybe even take the round lead and start to build something here in this best of 3. I'd love it if they win this one map, because again, it's Train as the deciding map, so we should all be rooting for that anyway. But we need the all Danish team to wake up a little bit here. Miltzy doing the best that he can, and it's pretty damn good. Couple of kills with the Galil, kind of almost hunting for that kill. Probably don't need to in a 2v3, so I appreciate the hunger to try and make this work as a stand-in. But just take a deep breath, get the bomb planted. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, don't stress too much, basically. One goes down, so will Glaive. Feels next to impossible. Now, hang on. I was going to say with a low HP of Miltzy, but TMB falling does give this a chance here. As long as Poddy doesn't peek for a while, even if it's Miltzy just sort of trying to draw attention away from that site player. But that's such an awkward fight for Poddy. I don't think that was necessary. And Miltzy, the youngster, thrust into a tough clutch here. Smoke on towards the bomb. No, he misses it. He might just tap it. Now he throws that smoke down. And Miltzy spams and does super, super well. TMB, he has a little look in and he falls back away. This feels like do or die, I think, for Ecstatic. If we don't get this round, I think it's probably game set. I mean, we're talking about where your money's on the brink, and that is a beautiful play. Sira's playing anti-flash there, and he did have a little bit of support, but the support of Christu drops off at the worst possible time, and Sira, there's no flashbang, so he doesn't turn back into fight.
Yeah, and again, just the sort of a level of disrespect, which I really appreciate. I'm not saying that to criticize SDY, but like it's if you have this confidence, if you feel like you're the better player, the better team, or whatever, like you should try to bully them in this way. You really should, because it does make the job a lot easier. The back of the bomb site, Nut is here, has to basically try and fight a 1 versus 4, so they are coming for him, and if he had more bullets, honestly, maybe there would have been a way. He did a lot of damage. That's pretty commendable. Natsu, how? Did he shoot him in the feet? What's going on? Chris 2 is going to be on his own. Obviously, cannot win the round here. So 12 on the board for ENCE.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for Chris 2, if you can say alive, that'd be nice. I think he should be okay. I'm saying that. Natu's making another move, and Milty's actually going for the big flank. So this could still be a little problematic. Can Natu weed him out? Milty's making noise here. I don't know if he'll check this, and he won't. So he makes noise, he takes a shot. Now that you know that he's in towards suicide, and Natu's wrapping all the way around. I don't know if this orb stays alive here. He has to really dodge every angle. He might just get it. Now it's being spotted out. Natu don't think he'll get there in time. So this should be okay. And yeah, Chris has done a very good job at saving. However, it's saving and he can drop one over, but it's still a dire spot. It's map and series point.
Yeah, they're cruising through this game. Again, Natu with 17 kills. It's Milty with 18. They're just having way too much of a good time. You can see, I think you would see like the ease with which someone like SDY, even if he's not getting all the kills in the world, like he's just maneuvering through the map really in a sort of a careless fashion. Like he just knows we're going to be fine. And that's obviously an issue. Sierra goes down at the start of it here. The AWP that was saved is yet to find a kill. It's on Christu. He's out on long with nobody really to fight out there. This is just looking, unfortunately, a little bit too one-sided. I mean, it looks like we're going to be missing out on Train. Who's all around? We want Train, but we're going to be denied. ENCE are winning at too rapid of a pace here. Nut again. Wow. I feel like he's been trying his best over at the B-bomb side, to be honest. But again, he's been alone a lot of the time, and it's too much to handle.
Swing and fine for Natu. Looking for more as well. SDY drops on a Lele, and I think that's it. It's a 1v3 for the orb. It is a big ask and a big undertake, especially considering he's been dinked. And he gets dropped as well by Natu at the end. That'll be that. ENCE take it 2-0.